Oh, finished yet another session. Yesterday I didn't put a video because very busy from past 2 days. Too many clients. I told you jobs are coming in the Middle East. I told you, and now jobs have started, and the jobs are paying good money, but not many. But there are jobs, and the people who are serious about those jobs, who are very competitive, they prepare. They don't go for a casual strategy like just let me go try my luck. No, if you're the world's best or you're the industry best, you don't have to bother. You will be given a job. But if you're an ordinary person like everyone else, trust me, have a strategy, because when you have two people, one who has made his resume by himself by looking at the internet and just randomly prepared some interview questions reading online, versus someone who has taken professional coaching, the guy or girl who has taken professional coaching will succeed. Anyway, I thought I'd share today a video that is against my brand. Normally I put up videos that speak for my brand. Today I'll speak against my brand. And specifically, I'm going to address or answer the question, why do I need a brand, or when is it that I do not need personal branding? You know, people always ask me for personal branding or what is personal branding. However, there is a target audience that does not need personal branding. In fact, I'll tell you, I know I'm shooting myself in the foot when I say this, but you do not need personal branding. You do not need. Why do I say you do not need? You do not need personal branding because without being a personal brand, you're earning your livelihood right now. You have food to eat, you have a family that you're with, you have a house to stay, you earn a salary. So without personal branding, you're doing okay. So the fact of the matter is, you do not need a personal branding. Just as in order to survive, a person doesn't need education. A person can learn a trade, buying and selling. A person doesn't need to get an MBA. A person doesn't need leadership qualities. You'll just get a job, any job. Okay? However, if you want to succeed in life, especially in a competitive arena, there you will need. Now, I'll give you an example of people who do not need. There is a segment of people who do not need personal branding. For example, now Lulu hypermarket chain, which is there in the Middle East, started in UAE. The guy, the owner, Yusuf Ali, started off as a driver for a van selling products, meat and all that. He doesn't know personal branding. Today, he is worth 4.3 billion US dollars or more. He has Arab locals, UAE locals, sheikhs, rulers of countries, film actors, even Obama. He had an opportunity to shake hands with Obama. Obviously, he donated money. He shakes hands with Sheikh Mohammed. He shakes hands with all the leaders of the countries where he goes to, because he's filthy rich. He is very rich, very successful in the retail space. Now, does he need personal branding? No. Does he need a coach? No. He's fucking rich. So the first thing which I want to tell you, if you are fucking rich, if you have money in your bank account, if your father is rich, if you have properties, if you have businesses, you don't fucking need personal branding, man. Why the fuck why do you even need education for that matter? You have enough money. I know of a young man, okay? I'm not exaggerating. His father died. He's filthy rich. He's in Bali. He had a session with me. I told him, you don't need personal branding, man, because he has millions. He has millions in his bank account. He doesn't want to work. He's young. I think he's only some 24, 25. He's shagging all the girls. He's doing pot. He's doing drugs. Means not going out of the way. But he is happy. So who the fuck cares? Another example I'll give you is, that Home Alone star, Macaulay Culkin, that guy, that blonde boy. The royalties that he made, the money that he made through Home Alone, he is so filthy rich, he doesn't have a job at all. He never worked a single day in his life after that. After those movies, he didn't work at all. He has enough money saved in a trust fund, enough money saved in his bank account. You can check his interviews on Joe Rogan's Experience. He doesn't need to work. He goes, does his boy band, he has his girlfriend, he has his private life. He has enough money. He can live off the interest. And he's smart. He's not abusing himself. He stays away from the, paparazzi, the social media. It's very private. There are so many foreigners who come down to Samui, where I stay. British nationals, European, French, German. They don't need personal branding. They have a retirement fund that is coming, a salary that is coming every month. They have intelligently invested their savings. They fucking don't need personal branding. Now, yesterday I spoke to a female, Indian female, Keralite, very thick accent. She told me, Loy, I'm really good at my job. I'm amazing. I have a very leadership this thing. Was praising herself too much. I said, send me a resume. So she sent me a resume, trust me, fucking crap. Pathetic. In the resume, I'm married with one child. I did my schooling here. I believe in teamwork, hard work, fast learner, all that bullshit she has written on a CV. For a, senior, like regional manager to, say, junior director level, for a salary of like 25,000 and above. Okay? So, this is her CV. And when I made her go through an mock interview session, I asked her, okay, simple, childish questions, just to gauge her ability to sell and market herself. Tell me something about yourself. Yeah, I did my MBA. I work in UAE for so many years. I'm hardworking, I'm focused. That was her introduction. I was like, okay, 3 lines. And when I asked her, tell me, why should you be given this job? Her answer was, just take me and you'll know why. Just something like that. 1 line. I proved myself, or some masala she added when I kept quiet. I proved myself, I have this track record. Again, 3-4 lines. She basically didn't know how to sell herself. Her resume was, I don't know what to say. And then when I asked her online profile, she has only a Facebook presence, not even LinkedIn. And on a Facebook presence, it's her with her baby, giving rice in the mouth, feeding her baby, carrying her baby with her husband. And so no social media presence. She's never written a blog. She doesn't know how to network, although she claims she knows networking. Okay. So I asked her, what would you do if you lose your job? Okay. If you do lose your job. Her answer was beautiful. I loved her answer. That was the best answer she gave. She said, I don't have to worry. My husband has properties back home. We have a business. I have enough savings. My children are married and settled. I'm just doing this just to kill time. And then I told her, you're absolutely right. I mean, you don't need personal branding. Why do you want to make your resume? Why do you want to improve your interview skills? Why do you even want to search for a job? She said, I just was curious about personal branding. I said, you don't need it. And we end the conversation because even I didn't want to waste my time. So if you have a steady job, not when you're 20, okay? Steady job where you're the top dog, let's say at 50, okay? Or if you have incredible amounts of savings, you have good savings, if you have a couple of businesses at the side, trust me, you do not need personal branding. You don't need any education, you don't need anything. Just be smart, live off the interest. However, there's only one caveat which I want to give you. Only one. If and when bad days come. See, bad days will never inform you and come. You know, in boxing, they say the punch you never saw coming is the punch that will knock you out. Okay? So, if tomorrow you have some tragedy in your life, like you have a stroke, you have some, like one of my friends, very successful employee, started his own business, consulting agency. Everything was going fine until his wife got brain tumor. He lost quite a sum of money for that. So if something like this happens, money will run out. And yes, of course, if you become sick and you're hospitalized, personal branding is not going to help you. So be prepared for the bad days. That's all I tell you. I tell people, it doesn't matter what the fuck salary you're earning, man. You can earn even 100,000 and your expense can be 110,000. Finished. What's the use? So, just to answer the question, you don't need personal branding. You don't need it to get a job, normal job, survive, sustain, whatever. But if you want to excel, if you want to earn more, if you want to differentiate yourself from the rest, if you want to stand out, then branding is required, then education is required, then being competitive is required. But if your dad is rich, your spouse is rich, you have money in the bank, don't fucking bother, man. Why the fuck do you even care? Just enjoy the money, enjoy the life, keep your expenses low, and move on. So if you're rich, please don't think of personal branding. If you're successful, if you have money in the bank. But if you want to be competitive, if you want to stand out from the crowd, if you want to be future proof, then it is required. So I hope this answers your question. Anything more, let me know. Put your thoughts in the comment section below. This is me signing off.